The scramble to get cops back into Milwaukee public schools.
Judge ruled they need to be back by February 17th. Tonight, we're sorting through what comes next. We're talking to people on all sides of this argument with the big question, who's paying for this?
And we'll get to that in a minute, but first, we know you have lots of questions. We are trying to answer them. Hold your smartphone up to that QR code on your screen. Send us your questions, and we'll have answers, as many as we can, over the next 90 minutes. Jason Calvey got his hands on some documents about how your tax dollars got spent. He starts our team coverage.
Yeah, Kim, the fight is over which pot of your tax dollars pay for these Milwaukee school resource officers. That's a question Catherine in Milwaukee sent in today, so we dug into public records.
In 2020, Milwaukee Public Schools ended its contract with the Milwaukee Police Department. Then in June of 2023, a law Republicans negotiated with city and county leaders required MPS to bring them back. The law gave 6 months to bring in 25 officers. That January 1st, 2024 deadline passed. So did the whole year of 2024, with no officers in schools. Thursday, a judge set a February 17th deadline.
So the February 17th deadline is not just our deadline, it's also the city's deadline. MPS does not hire or train a police force.
So more than a year later, the city and school district still can't agree on who pays for the resource officers.
Is the city going to be using the money that they've received from the shared revenue sales tax deal to fund the police officers?
The way we had it set up before, MPS picked up the vast majority of those costs, and the city took those officers on in the summertime. I think that's a pretty good model to go on.
We asked the mayor's office, the police department, and the comptroller for the records to confirm the mayor's numbers. We're still waiting. Fox 6 did track down previous contracts for school resource officers. The deals in 2009 and 2015 required the school district pay for half of the officers and just the months and times the officers were working in the school program. In 2015, MPS paid for 6 cops out of the total 12. And that deal capped MPS. It wouldn't have to pay anything more than $471,000 per school year. The Wisconsin Juvenile Officers Association says a split is the norm in the Badger State.
The consensus is both sides should have skin in the game. What that percentage looks like, it varies. Some do 50-50, some do 60-40. It just depends on that relationship with the agency and the school district.
Now the court clock is ticking to bring the cops back to MPS.
And we asked for interviews today with the mayor, the police department. Both refused.